Turning our attention now to the ASX, here's Matt Birney and Bulls and Bears with the latest public company views and interviews.
Welcome to Bulls and Bears, where we break down the latest ASX announcements from public companies that are doing interesting things. Today's Bulls and Bears is brought to you by NTM Gold, ASX code NTM. I'm Matt Birney and I'm joined now on 6PR by the Managing Director of NTM Gold, Andrew Muir. Hi, Andrew.
How are you, Matt?
NTM Gold's Redcliffe project is exquisitely positioned in the northeastern goldfields near Leonora, where it's surrounded by a host of multi-million-ounce gold mines, including Mount Morgans, Gwalia and Darlot, just to name a few. The project covers multiple deposits, the most exciting of which is the high-grade Hub prospect. Firstly, Andrew, recent drilling from your Hub deposit returned some pretty good-looking numbers, didn't it? What were the better numbers from that drilling campaign at Hub?
Hub's been an outstanding success for us. We found it in 2018. We've since drilled it out to over 1,000 metres long and over 400 metres deep. Our latest drill result was 6.5 metres at 7 grams. That included 2.5 at 12.2. It shows the deposit is still open at depth.
What was the strategy drilling there this time? What were you trying to learn and what did you learn from the latest drill campaign?
We've done a fair bit of drilling shallower. We've got some fantastic grades near surface, basically following those grades down. We've got an intrusive that cuts off the deposit that's about 100 metres wide, and we hadn't done any drilling on the other side. So this latest drilling tested that and proved that it still exists and is open at depth.
What were the better shallow numbers that you've produced over time at Hub?
We had things like 6 metres at 12.9, 3 metres at 22, 2 metres at 16, so some outstanding grades near the surface.
Just how big is the resource at Hub now?
It's currently 141,000 ounces. Pleasing thing about it is it's got a very high head grade of 4.9, but within that it's got some oxide mineralisation that has a grade of 6.6, so it's very valuable material.
With such high-grade resources there at Hub, you must have had a few of the neighbouring mines in the region looking longingly over the fence at you. Would your ore be suitable for processing at any of them?
Yeah, I know all of the processing plants will be very keen to get this ore. We've done some preliminary met test work and it shows that this ore can be treated at any of those plants. And the other aspect, as I mentioned before, is the high-grade material at surface. There's no other deposits in the region like this.
And I know Hub is only one of a handful of prospects that you've got at the Redcliffe project. Just how many different deposits have you got and what's the total mineral resource across the project now?
Hub's 141,000 ounces. Our global resource is about 680,000 ounces, and that's across 6 or 7 different deposits. We also have a lot of upside in the other areas that haven't been tested yet.
Andrew Muir from NTM Gold, thanks very much for joining me on 6PR. And just remember, Bulls and Bears is only here to give you information, not advice, which you should of course seek independently. I'm Matt Birney, thanks for listening to Bulls and Bears.
For more public company CEO interviews, go to the Money page at 6pr.com.au and click the Public Companies tab.